phone in a different hand than I usually do, so I'm gonna keep looking up there for the camera when it is down there. Good morning. I have gotten Sebastian up to school. He says his back is sore, but he's moving around and stuff. I did write a note to excuse him from gym or recess if it's bothering him. It's just what he feels up to. I don't see a bruise, just a little bit of rug burn, and he's already like has eczema rashes everywhere, so he was like, the rug burn's on my rash. Poor thing. But yeah, he's doing good. He can breathe. We just want him to let us know if anything feels sharply painful or worse, because definitely don't want to deal with broken ribs or anything. And then got Jax all ready and drove him to school. Like right as we were leaving, his bestie showed up at the door. Like totally would have been late for school if we weren't here to drive him, so it was a gamble on his part. It was so late that his mom actually messaged me while I was at the store asking if he had made it over there, because she was expecting to drive him but was running a little late and he disappeared while she was on a phone call. Oops. But yeah, I think he tried to tell her, but she was on the call. I gotta switch hands, but the camera's just gonna be in the wrong spot. I'm really confused. Oh, I wanna turn you, hold on. There we go. It was upside down and it was so confusing. Even looking at a different corner just felt wrong. Anyway, yeah, dropped them off at the middle school and then I headed to our local Giant. I did already place a grocery order this morning while I was waiting to take Jax to school with Walmart, because I wanted to get more of like the little chip bags and stuff and just some of the things that they have cheaper. And I didn't want to do a big shop. I just don't feel like wasting half my day doing that. I do need to braid and I want to work on at least something, the drawing I'm doing or the painting. One of those things. I've got laundry going because unfortunately I knew that Sebastian didn't go pee last night. He hurt his back before then. I didn't even brush his teeth. I brought his vitamins and medicine to the bed. And I'm like, you didn't pee, did you? That's gonna be a problem. And sure enough, he shows up in our bed at 5 in the morning with clean pajamas. And I've got 2 loads of laundry going. Sounds like it's time to put the sheets into the dryer though. Yeah, so I'm gonna take care of all that stuff. What I was saying is I did already order groceries, but there's some things I have to get some places and other places. So I know I have to go to Lidl soon because Jax is in love with their English muffins and only those will do now. But then Giant is where we go for a sesame bagel. Nobody else has them and they're always fresh at this one location. They're so squishy and soft and delicious. So I cleaned out their sesame bagels because you gotta have good timing. I think I left 2 actually. They had 6 and I got 4 and then I got 2 blueberries so I didn't want to take them all. And I get donuts there as well because even though it's not a huge selection, they have ones that we like and I can choose them. Walmart just give us the worst choices when you get the assorted donuts. And then there's just a few things that like yogurts that aren't the flavors that Walmart has. And yeah, so I did that, headed straight home because I'm starving. I didn't feel like eating out anywhere. I wanted this. I wanted my honey yogurt and I wanted this sandwich. So I'm gonna enjoy that and then tackle the day. crazy here. I was working on braids. This chunk is done. This chunk is not. This chunk will eventually be my natural color up there because I don't have a ton of this hot pink. I can't take it up too high. Anyway, hello, it is bedtime. It is really cold up here. It says 70, but I feel really cold. I was just up here for quite a while, and it was so nice to go down there and get under the blanket for 15 minutes. But now it's time to do bedtime, so back up we go. Yeah, I don't have a lot for you today because I was... Oh, that's really tangly. We'll just put that right back there. Today was stuff on my computer, running errands. Well, just 1, 2, dropping the kids, going to the store, putting groceries away. I did a lot of laundry. Nothing really exciting and worth filming, braiding. I knit for a tiny bit while watching the camera on my phone because Sebastian was out playing, so I couldn't film because my camera was busy because I used my phone. And yeah, then I cooked dinner, so not a very exciting day, but it's a Monday and it wasn't bad, so that's good. For dinner, I had grabbed this, it's like meal kit, but basically it was a bag of veggie straws. It was green beans, carrots, and potatoes, and seasoning, like a rosemary herb seasoning. And you're supposed to get your own protein, it says, but it gives instructions for chicken. But I looked up instructions for baking tofu, something I haven't done, and it was so good and so easy because I didn't have to sit there stirring it while frying it in the pan and then have the greasy pan to clean. Just tossed it in a bowl, and that and the veggies were all in one pan and baked in the oven. I could go do things while it was baking, so yeah, I enjoyed it. I would definitely make that again without the kids. Though Danny requires meat, or he will eat the meal in the tofu and say, "What's for dinner?" at the end, which just makes me feel like the biggest pile of doo-doo ever. So yeah, he had, I think, bulgogi meat, some steak, Korean steak. Yeah, that's basically my day. I don't have much else to say. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. We don't really do anything for it, but Sebastian gets to bring his Valentines to school, so he'll be really excited to do that. I honestly wouldn't mind helping out in the cafeteria tomorrow because it'd be cute to see everybody excited about Valentine's Day. But yeah, I don't think Tuesdays they don't usually need help, but who knows, maybe I just jinxed it. And I really should use daytime to braid instead of only at night. I'm gonna make it all the way around my head and then work on this. It'd be wonderful to be done by Friday when I actually have to be around like Jax's school teachers, but it's fine. It won't be done. So yeah, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. The day after that, I forgot I do have something that is the monthly knitting club, and I do want to go and chat with everybody. One of the librarians comes on her lunch breaks. I've known her for a long time from the children's library section, but we just recently, last week, started talking about how we both have had strokes. And yeah, I actually missed the email from the elementary school saying they needed lunch because I was standing there talking to her, and I checked my email in the car afterwards. I was like, oh. But yeah, I'm gonna chat more with her. She's gonna bring knitting this time. You can bring whatever you want, whatever fiber arts, needle arts. A lot of people crochet, and she's been working on some like cross stitch and needlepoint, but she's gonna bring some knitting. I've started a new sweater and also the brim of a hat that I have not yet designed, but that'll be for Jax. So I'm kind of just seeing what colors work best for my sweater. I had ordered 2 shades of pink, 2 shades of gray, and a black. And then from Etsy, I ordered a really nice hand-dyed skein called Zombie Kisses, which I guess I'll show you tomorrow. It's really pretty. So I had started out, it's going to be a black sweater, so I did the black neckband, and then I started out with the dark pink, and I was doing gray next, and it was fine, but then when the zombie kisses came and I held it up, I was like, no, that one needs to be next. I don't even know if I'm going to use the gray now. I think I'm going to do the 2 shades of pink and the zombie kisses and call it a day. So I have the 2 grays, so those will go towards Jax's hat and maybe something else. Maybe a hat for me, I don't know. And yeah, I unknit, though I did it the fast way where you go a few rows back and weave your needle through and then pull all those stitches out and then weave your needle through, pull all those. It makes a big mess until you make it all the way around and suddenly all that yarn is free, but it was a lot faster to go back 4 rows that way. Much happier with it, but I have only had a tiny little bit to start putting that new color in. Anyway, I'm so cold. I just really want to put warm pajamas on. I don't think I've washed this one since I wore it. It smells good though. Maybe I'll put that on. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm sorry I look like a lunatic. I'm wearing Totoro today. Cozy sweater shoes. They're not very warm though. Most of the pink is out of my hair, and I was wearing a hat all day, so that's why it's like meh. Plus this is my virgin hair, so it has healthy oils and is super shiny, and it just really shows it when you got hat hair. When your hair's dry and frizzy, it's not as noticeable. Alright, goodbye friends. I'm gonna go find Sebastian because he's probably still sitting there, not changing. But his bed is all neat with the exception of Totoro, who he just threw on there. So Totoro, stand up. Be a gentleman. Oh, he's just too tired. Do you want to hold him? Oh, you did change. Thank you, bud. We're gonna say goodnight. Alright, friends, good night. Stay safe. Oh, it's so dark. I need to be over here.
Don't try and show me.
Stay safe. Be kind. And don't forget.
Toto, yeah. Toto,
Wash your hands.